Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome to Books My Quiet Friends. My name's Sidney and today I'm here to bring you my November wrap-up. So I like to start my TBRs and most of the videos I do with what I'm currently reading, and it's quite a stack, so let's start with that. I am currently reading Lair of Dreams by Libba Bray. I am 327 pages in. Hope to finish this weekend. I keep saying that, but maybe it will actually happen if I keep saying that. I am listening to Percy Jackson and the Battle of the Labyrinth by Rick Riordan. I'm actually way further than this bookmark is. I only have an hour left of the audiobook, so that should be done this weekend. And then I'm also listening to The Lovely Bones by Alice Sebold. This I had to put on hold once I got the Battle of the Labyrinth, but I'm about 82 pages in on this one, and I've been reading it and listening to the audiobook at the same time, so maybe this will happen. I had a bit of a slow reading month this month. I only ended up reading 3 books, 1 audiobook and 2 physical books. The audiobook that I ended up listening to was Eleanor Park by Rainbow Rowell, which is highly recommended on BookTube, and I can definitely understand why after listening to it. I love the audiobook, I love the narration, it kept me on the edge of my seat. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars, it was amazing and I loved it so much. I can clearly say that I am looking forward to reading more of Rainbow Rowell's work. Her writing style is just so interesting, and I think Eleanor Park is a really good place to start if you aren't sure about reading contemporary by Rainbow Rowell, because it really just brought me out of my comfort zone with contemporary and it was interesting to listen to. The first physical book I've finished in the month of November was A Court of Mist and Fury. This was a reread for me. It's the second book in a Court of Thorns and Roses series. I'm trying to gear up to reading the last book in the trilogy before the companion thing, because I haven't read it yet. And yeah, I still really enjoy this book. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. I forgot how steamy the romance gets in this book until I was about halfway through reading it at work, and I kind of just put it down and had to go for a walk, because it is quite explicit. So if you are not interested in those kinds of things, I definitely would stray away from this one. But overall, I still enjoy it. It's an awesome read. It looks huge, but you get through it quite fast if you're into the story. And the final book that I read this month was The Durka Fly by Pintip Dunn. And this was my least favorite book of the month. It wasn't bad, but for me it wasn't great either. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. I think that the author did an interesting twist on a contemporary series, but based on the description on the back and what I actually got from the story, it didn't really correlate. We follow our main character, Cece, whose mother has died after it is brought forward that she might have slept with one of her students. It takes place mostly 6 months later, with Cece trying to kind of fly under the radar and deal with her grief as well as her family and other things that are going on in her high school life. A big factor for me in this book that I didn't enjoy was the romantic aspects. I just didn't think they were necessary. I thought it was outlandish. It was just too much overall. That being said, I would read more by Pintip Dunn, and I think Forget Tomorrow is a series by her, something like that. If I'm wrong, I'll put it in little font, like somewhere around here. But I'm really interested to read more work by her because I was interested in her writing style. It was just this story overall didn't hold my interest and capture my attention. So those are the books I read this November. I can't wait to get into December and hopefully I'll get reading a little more. What were your favorite books you read this month and what are you looking forward to reading next month? Let me know down below. Also, is anyone close to their Goodreads goal if you set a goal? Like, is anyone close to it at all? Let me know. Thanks for watching and I hope you have a great weekend. Bye! Oh no!